And that's one of those songs that everybody needs to hear, and I don't know how many are going to. Here's the thing. If you're a Dropkick Murphys fan, you know this. There are so many people that just talk about Dropkick Murphys as being like an Irish band. You know, I saw some ass tweet one time, and it said something to the effect of, does anybody really listen to Dropkick Murphys more than one day a year? And I'm like, yeah, this guy. All sorts of other people as well. There's something about like Irish sounding music that people are just like, oh, you can't listen to good music more than once a year. Anyway, that rages me out. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty on my quest through space to open rock and roll minds. Mine first, yours by happenstance. You never know. That being said, my quest today brings me to new Dropkick Murphys. I'm a big Dropkick Murphy fan. Did an entire album reaction to the first Woody Guthrie album that they did, and then became obsessed with the two together. I'm a firm believer that those two albums combined are two of the greatest fucking American albums ever created. And I mean that from the best patriotic point of view. And back to Dropkick Murphys. Brand new. Sirens, upcoming album. I'm not sure the name, I'm not sure the release date, but I'll be checking it out, maybe covering it on the channel if you so choose to check that out with me. But before I do that, Dropkick Murphys are largely responsible for making me obsessed with Irish things. So if you're into that too, please check this out. For more than half of my life, I've dreamed of Ireland. Drawn to it in a way I can't explain. At first it was the obvious, the scenic beauty, the music, the Guinness. Then over time, it became so much more. The vibe, the people, the history, and that's what hooked me. Also, clearly, I am not actually an Irish.
Too sexy pose.
But on April 1st, 2026, the dream becomes a reality as I close up shop in the Smith hole and take off on the adventure of my lifetime. Over the course of a year, I'll hike that beautiful island and tell its story, town by town. Each town I stop in, I'll conduct an interview in a pub with people that can tell the story of that particular town while discovering all the things. All the things you're supposed to do in Ireland, then all the things you don't know, like where the locals go. Basically, I'm going to try to make friends with an entire country. And if that goal doesn't sound lofty enough, I'm also going to attempt to learn the Irish language. If you'd like to support the project, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month. And if you're Irish and want to help me network and act as a liaison, hit me up. This is a huge bucket list goal, and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish Pubcast begins April 2026, and I can't wait. Sláinte. And yes, please consider subscribing to that channel and this channel as well for all of the bands that I cover, underground bands, not mainstream. Maybe you can find some new great rock and roll in your life too. Liking, subscribing, all the other ridiculousness podcast stuff I got as well. It's called What the Hell Everything for a Reason. So without further ado, brand new. And I'm doing the video because the thumbnail on this video just says, okay, I'm going to fucking check this out. We're doing the video. I don't normally do the video. Shut up, Smith. Let's do it. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, I'm sorry to pause it so early, but first impressions are key. You know, again, the last two albums that they had were acoustic bass covering Woody Guthrie lyrics and words and things. And that documentary was brilliant, too. Anyway, so transitioning, and they did a tour acoustic and all that stuff. So just feel like they had some bottled up shit inside them. They got a lot of things to say, Dropkick Murphys, too, which I'm a big fan of as well. You seem they're amping it up after that acoustic performance. Fuck yeah. I'm so glad I checked out the video. Man, is this a Woody Guthrie? Are these Woody Guthrie words too? Because it seems like they're taking all of that and putting it into this and the video. I'm glad I did it because what a shout out to like Bob Dylan and then of course In Excess. But is that Subterranean Homesick Blues where he does the thing, you know? And to bring all the people into it, I love it. I love the message. I love the fucking song too. It's raging.
We're turning on each other. We're turning on each other. It takes money to make it. You just shit on your own. You were born into this. You were headed the throne. Generational wealth, a great gig if you got it. Keep us all down for a little more profit. Once hope is gone, the will disappears. It's a master plan. They've been at it for years. It's the final stage. This is how it ends. When they turn us on our sisters, brothers, children, neighbors, strangers, and friends. The billionaire profits while the worker bleeds. 1% of the wealth hoards from millions in need. We're fighting for the scraps. We struggle and suffer. We're falling for the trap. We're turning on each other.
Fuck, man. It almost makes me emotional. I'm hoping it doesn't at this point, but it's like, what? I watched that fucking movie Civil War the other night, you know, and we're absolutely turning on each other. It's Americans think they're so fucking special when they are just this far away from turning into countries that they say are fucking third world, you know, that have been accused of being third world. We're this close. We're this close, and it really fucking bums me out. This is supposed to be a joyous occasion, Smith. Anyway, this song fucking rocks, and I'm just captivated with the video. Well done. I think it was this particular still right here that I just said, all right, I'm watching the fucking video.
We're turning on each other. We're turning on each other.
Man. Man, you just wonder in these times who's got the fucking great protest music, you know? And these guys have taken on that fucking mantle and are one of the bands we need. And that's one of those songs that everybody needs to hear, and I don't know how many are going to. Here's the thing. If you're a Dropkick Murphys fan, you fucking know this. There are so many people that just talk shit about Dropkick Murphys as being like an Irish band. You know, I saw some bullshit-ass tweet one time, and it said something to the effect of, does anybody really listen to Dropkick Murphys more than one day a year? And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, this fucking guy. All sorts of other people as well. There's something about fucking like Irish-sounding music that people are just like, oh, you can't listen to good music more than once a fucking year? Anyway, that rages me out. But how many people would actually give this song the time of day, regardless of like what political affiliation you are on? Look at that song and just fucking look inward. And, you know, and anyway, that's as deep as I'm going to get. That song fucking rages. I can't wait for that album. When's that fucking album coming out, Dropkick Murphys? They got a tour. It's been a while since I've seen them. Could I? Would I? Should I? I mean, I should. Those fucking lyrics, too. I just thought I'm just going to copy and paste the fucking lyrics of this in the video on my personal Facebook page and just share it to all the people. Everybody needs to hear this. Thanks, Dropkick Murphys, for existing. And thank you for existing and checking this ridiculous reaction thing out that I do. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. Want to check out my other Dropkick Murphy things. They're up there somewhere. I'll hope to link somewhere if I remember. You know, it's asking a lot, though. You guys, thanks so much. Please like and subscribe. All the things, like I said, I'm out.